Hey guys, Manuel here, and I'm going to show you how I got 500 million views, 3 million hours of watch time, 1 million subscribers, and $102,000 in 1 year. Most people you see on YouTube that teach you this kind of thing have never actually grown their own brand like I have. They built their entire community off of selling you how to sell yourself, build your channel, whereas I've actually done it on my own. I'm not a guru that's going to show you the crazy 2026 algorithm change that's going to totally blow up your channel, or the 5 tricks that are absolutely destroying your visibility in the algorithm. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you want to do this, it's actually hard. And if that makes you click off this video learning that it's just a little bit difficult, then this is not for you. On the other hand, if you think putting in a little bit of work is worth this, then keep watching, because I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and how it got me all of these things, money, fame, and happiness. As you can see, he's very happy. So in order to know why I succeeded, I gotta tell you why most people fail. This is most people presenting their content on YouTube. They are like a small child that has made some sort of terrible drawing, showing it to their parents, and they say, hey, parent or YouTube audience, look at this thing I made. I worked so hard on this thing. And then the people look at it and say, you gross, get away from me. And then you, this is you, sad and disappointed, go, aw, dang it, why don't they like it? It's confusing for most people why this happens, but it's actually pretty simple if you think about it, at least to me, because I've gotten, like I said, over 500 million views, and it's taught me a lot about human attention. The first thing I want to emphasize is it doesn't really matter how good your product is. That might be 10% of what's actually important. I'm not saying don't have a good product. I still think I make good music, but I want to emphasize what I mean by it doesn't matter how good your product is with experience that I've had in my life. So when I was in high school, I had this friend, this guy, this is him. He was much more cooler and more talented than I was, as you can see by him playing this guitar. And this is me, lonely and nerdy, not getting any bitches. So this is the attention and time graph. As you can see, his attention started much higher than mine. I'm this little green line at the very bottom where literally nobody cared about me or my music. We were both musicians. But as time went on, his attention kind of went up a little, down a little, but he never really took off. It stayed relatively the same. But mine went slowly inclining up, 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 up. And then right around here, I figured out how to capture people's attention and make them care about me. And the craziest part about the entire thing is he's still more talented than me. That's why I say it doesn't matter how good your product is to a certain extent. So why did I succeed when he didn't? Well, I knew how to market and make people care about me. And depending on your niche, your approach can be much different than mine. My strategy that helped me grow on YouTube probably isn't going to do quite as well on Instagram or TikTok, or quite as well for somebody who's making baking videos. So it's very important to know your market. If you're trying to grow on any of these platforms, the first thing that you want to do is look at other people who are succeeding. And I'm not telling you to copy them, but at least figure out why they're successful. And there are a lot of ways you can do this. If you look at, say, the top, like, 3 people in your niche. This is 1, 2, and 3. And you can collect the top 10 of all of their videos and come up with some sort of thing in common. Then that can give you a pretty good idea of what you want to do to grow. Realistically, 3's a pretty small sample size. The greater your pool of creators or videos, the more you can really understand the niche. This video is about how I did it. For all my videos that actually made people care about me and invest, this is the strategy that I used on YouTube. Always, you have to have a hook. You want to keep it straight to the point. Everything in the intro should lead to the payoff. Don't go dilly-dallying talking about this or that or whatever the hell that nobody cares about. Should be obvious, but some people still do it. Make sure it's eye-catching, and you want to make sure it's either offensive, controversial, or reinforcing a previous belief that somebody has. And if you've never made a YouTube video, this stuff might sound like manipulative, a little evil. I'm putting a little devil here for how evil it is. But if you want to play the game, you gotta follow the rules. There's also a supporting hook, which usually subverts a viewer's expectation. Whereas in the hook, you say, this is what's going on today. In the supporting hook, you say, but this is why it's different. Then you're going to want to establish a timeline and location, just when, where, give some context, and don't act like your audience is brain dead. Please, most people aren't below an IQ of 50. Then you got to sell the stakes. Give them more questions to ask. Give them multiple reasons to ask why. Horror movies are a pretty overplayed and like good example of this, where you're constantly like, why are they walking into the dark room, the meat locker with hanging pigs inside of it, and the lights are flashing? It gets you engaged, you know? Horror movies are also a great way you can learn about giving hints to the payoff. Rattling in the background, a groan off in the distance. And even though the viewer figures out what might be happening, oh, okay, the side character is about to get murdered, they stay to watch because they want to make sure they're right. Which is why you'll see in movies sometimes people will not actually end up dying. They do these fake outs. Payoff! Give the viewer what they wanted. If a viewer comes to a video and you don't answer the question, they're going to feel like they just got scammed. Nobody's going to like your video. People aren't going to leave comments, and they're going to be disappointed. Call to action. Subscribe if you want more videos like this and want to learn how to grow your channel or brand. Comment on what specifically I should go over next. In my case, I want to tell you guys about my website and business. And my real call to action for this video is the link in the description. If you want to skip all of this work and simply want me to do it for you, click the link in the description. I have a website where you can apply with your channel or your business or your brand, and we can figure out if we can work together. This is not for beginners. If you started yesterday, do not do this. This is for people who want to succeed tomorrow, because I will be doing all the market research for you, and you can put in your goals and make sure that we're aligned. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.